Hello, guys. Welcome to Combat Breed Power Rankings. So today I am joined by the illustrious Mr. Dragon Lobster 16.
Wow.
Hey, and guys, a few things that we want to say before we start this off. Unfortunately, Khan had to leave us a bit earlier because he's not feeling all right. So it's just us two today. Again, take this with a grain of salt. We are not pros. We are not saying you suck. You can't do well with these teams. You can't win. We don't take player skills, play styles into consideration. It's just when we look at this team and we want to see how much we think it's easy to win with it and how many tools it has at its disposal or not. Okay, so we're gonna be starting off with M2 Carbine's Mono Fairy team. Dragon, you go off because he's my friend. I don't want to rip into him too bad.
Don't. I get to do the honors. It's mono fairy. I like monotype. It's a fun format. This is not ducks. The top three are like really cool and scary. Uh, yeah. Your only removal is Clef Key, which is he's cool too. At least I like all the mons here.
Is there a fairy that spins and I'm not
No,
remembering,
there's
or no?
none.
No, right?
There's none. We
Okay.
looked at it before. Yeah.
Um, a few things regarding this team is like, yeah, it's a mono fairy team, and while I do think mono fairy is one of the better types to do a mono run of, the issue at hand is that I feel this team didn't it failed to cover a lot of the fairy weaknesses that it has in general, and we have some mons that are kind of similar in how they function in a more slow paced game. The speed tiers are god awful, and because it's fairy typing is very difficult. I know he got sniped, but again, fairy is a very necessary type for draft. So once you see like a guy pick up three fairies and you're like, oh wait, this guy's doing mono fairy, everybody's just gonna jump on that wagon to make sure they get one. So it becomes very much difficult to round out a good team. And I unfortunately think that for a mono team, it's already like Mimi and whatnot, and I think it just came out really, really bad.
Just look at the speed tiers. Three base 50s, two base 60s. Like, yeah, our speed tier mod is iron, Val. But also, there's not like I could have been like, oh, some trick room potential. There isn't a
Yeah.
odd amount of trick room setters. I think there's like three on this team, which is Klefki, Carbink, and Iron Valiant. It's an
Also,
edge.
there's a thing about like the Terra Captain is very, very bad. Like this team has the issue that it's very pricey for a team that's just very unbalanced and very hard to function. And then you top it off with Terra Carbink, and you're like, yeah, that's not the Terra Captain you wanted.
Yeah. I don't think that's much
Also,
as
yeah, it's a mono team.
it's a
Like, there's
very
not much to say.
yeah. That's cool.
Also, we're not gonna take a lot of time, guys. We don't want these PRs to be very, very long. So, and the way that we ranked all these teams is that we asked the mods to vote, and then we got the average number of the votes. So some teams, even if your team may not be ranked highly, sometimes it wasn't a bad grade, but there were others that were just better. And during the time that we talk, we'll also be reading some comments from the other mods regarding these things. This one I feel like is very redundant, what the comments were, so I don't think we need to touch on those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's go to the next one. All right. So next we have Harry's team. Now, Harry's is kind of surprising because we had two teams that were monos, and Harry was able to get stuck in with them as top three worst teams. So for starters, no ground resists. Like you do have ground resist, but you don't have any immunities, and your team is very ground weak. While I think Tangrowth is obviously a very good ground resistance, it's gonna get like in this team. I just feel that Tangrowth
It's pressured,
is
so
yeah, because it is handling all of the defensive burden alone basically. And Wobbuffet, terrible Terra Captain, terrible, terrible, terrible Terra
it's
Captain.
it's an
Um,
interesting tear cap.
The speed tiers are very odd because you have Zero Ore, which is very fast, and then you have that drop off. You don't get that 120 speed, 130, which most of the elite mons are around. And then after 95, you have another drop. So a lot of people can just run adamant and stuff against you, and it's very rough. No grounded poison. There isn't a remover, aside from Frostmoth, which again, we are not counting just a Soul Defogger as a good removal ever, especially in a such a low point mon, and it's just very clunky. The damage output I feel isn't there aside from Darmanitan Galar without some investment or some type of setup before, because their aura is actually very underwhelming damage wise without bulking up. Garchomp does need Swords Dance to be able to really punch holes most of the times. Melmetal does hit hard, and then Mega Diancie too, but again, that is just three really good hard hitters off the bat, and I think just lacks a lot of damage too.
Yeah. Garchomp also is forced to be kind of your hazard setter if you bring hazards. Because like Mega Diancie can have rocks, but Garchomp, has rock spikes. It's like
I think the AC also does get spikes, doesn't it?
it does actually. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
regular
but
Diancie gets
but
it,
either way,
but you're
you're
coming
making
in hazards with one of these offensive guys.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
And
they
it's
have a lot of cool mons, just maybe not the best together, I guess. We could be
yeah.
wrong. We could be proven wrong, but you know.
hmm but yeah, I guess like the problem with this team is just it's just very inconsistent and because it just lacks a lot of things. Like it's very abusable if you just toxic spike it, you stealth rocket. It's very hazard weak because it can really chip you down. And all aside from Growth, you really don't have any sustain. So yeah, the speeds. It's just a lot of difficult things. Like it does have some good things. Like the Arminian Galar is a beast. This thing can hit. This thing can actually just freaking demolish an entire team by itself. It's just a wrecking ball. Garchomp, if it gets going, is really strong. Zeraora is still it still provides good utility for the team and whatnot. So like it does have some good tools, but it's just so hard for them to function.
Also, the move called flamethrower is very spammable into here.
It is.
Look
It
at
is for sure.
like
I
yes,
think
you have
the
two
only special
resists
take is Mega Diancie, isn't it? Well, I Aegis
and
Slash, but like
AG. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Frostmoth.
iffy.
Frostmoth also has like good spadaf. It has 90, but has ice scales, so it's like it can take it, but you're not Terra. Like Terra Iron Moth or Terra Frostmoth is a pretty cool guy, but
Yeah,
I don't think
but
Terra
like it,
Wobbuffet is him for this team.
yeah, three and you have three resists only in on your other special tank in Frostmoth, which is not ideal. It's very easily hit by a lot of good things. And yeah, Wobbuffet is just Wobbuffet. It's meme. It's gimmicky. You know, if it works, it works. Cool. But otherwise, it's at most taking him on. So yeah.
Yeah, I think.
All right. Shall we move on?
Yep. No, like we said pretty much everything about that team. We got
Yeah.
it.
All right. This one is another mono team, which is Mono Dragon, which is Aussie. So, again, it's a mono team. It's not going to be good most of the times, and I feel like dragons, unfortunately, they have this issue where individually they're very strong mons. You know, you get your dragon dancers, dragonite can win games, dragapult can win games, mega Altaria and all that. But otherwise, this team lacks a lot of things. Most notably for me is pivot, because you only got Zygarde and Dragapult. It's like Cyclozar, I
Does
mean, not
does
Zygarde, Cyclozar and Dragapult.
yeah? I was gonna
Cyclozar,
say
I feel you need to bring every game to be your spinner, to pivot out and everything, and it's gonna be solely relied on for that. Dragapult, I don't know what kind of sets is gonna be able to run because otherwise you lose a lot of momentum, and being
hmm.
spammable by Moonblast is not good
Or just the moon Draco,
nowadays.
or just Draco.
Yeah,
I want
that
to
too,
come in.
that
I want to
too.
come in, collect Draco Meteor, have a good day, and then switch.
That is true. Yeah, like the good. I think this has more good things than the Mono Fairy. For example, Gudra
Speed
Hisui, I
tier.
think she's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah, the speed tiers are much better. Duraludon was proved itself last season as a premier pick for TRL players. Dragonite, I mean, again, I put more potential in Dragonite, Mega Altaria, Dragapult being able to win a game solo than just Iron Val,
Yeah.
basically.
Mega Altaria is also my beloved, and also that gives them a dragon immunity at least, which is nice. And this, like we
Hmm.
said, is a good one. Like your tiers aren't bad on this. Like for lower pick tiers, they can definitely do
Yeah,
some work. Plus,
Dracovish is a threat also.
yeah, Dragofish is scary. Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
think it's just like different than Mono Fairy. This team hits hard. That's the thing about
yeah,
it.
it hits hard. At
I,
least they have hazards. Both their Terramons can run
exactly.
rocks, which is very nice.
And it can actually get hazard removal, which is good.
Yeah,
It gets a lot of good priority. It has a top tier mon in Dragonpool. So like again, I think this team has more tools than the Mono Fairy to function. But it's funny because if they face each other, I mean, it's hard not to lean into the
yeah.
Mono Fairy.
Yeah. Also, like tanky Dragonite here, like Roost Defog sets can look really nice, and like Dragonite can be special too. Like I think Dragonite is really nice on this team. Like it's mono dragon,
And
but
I think like also solely defensively, I think dragons just resist a lot of the more common types like grass, electric, fire, water, and all of that. And I think that just makes it a bit better to round it out because aside from the obvious ice, dragon, and fairy weakness, this team actually takes all the other types pretty damn well, and it's a little bit better in that regard, I think.
yeah, there's also all those Dragon Tails. Try to set up in front of these guys, and you might get phased out.
Yeah,
Boom.
true. Very true. Yeah,
Yeah,
and this also has a lot of utility for dragons and whatnot.
yeah.
Hello.
Well,
Hello, we're recording Orange. Wanna give your opinion on Mono Dragon Team?
you
Uh,
you want to tap in?
s- Only to Mono Fairy.
Guys, also with Orange, don't take his comments too seriously because he's freaking psychotic, okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, 100%.
yeah.
All
You'll
right.
tell when I'm being serious and when I'm not.
All right. So let's go to the next one. We are going to PR dupes now. I'm gonna rip away at this team first. I'm not letting anybody take this away from me. Why do you not have Terra Raging Bull? You got this thing at round one. Why isn't it a Terra? Why?
See,
Why?
while you're poking at our poor Raging Bolt here, I'm sitting there looking at Soft Sun with non-Terra Wake, also
Yeah.
crying.
Like they could drop, Wochi and pick up Terra Walk and Wake and be fine. I looks at the points, you can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wochain is
straight up
not a good
Mochi,
mon.
you
it
know,
a
I
Pokemon, a Pokemon they chose to draft.
yeah,
Also, like Wochain has the issue that it just doesn't have synergy with a freaking Fire Sun team. It does not
yeah,
work in this type of format. You have no chlorophyll mons, right? To
yeah,
really make you
no,
use of that, and your speed tiers is very bad. 109 as their max speed tiers is not really
I just realized
ideal,
that.
especially
Yeah,
because Walking Wake is going to be very dependent on running booster speed. And while I think this team could function, it could have the like you got Walking Wake, Lando, Mega Y, and that is strong offense in Lim. That is very strong offense. But again, you don't have the tools to really enable them to work because you can just get caught out very easily. And Raging Bolt without Terra loses a lot of versatility and it becomes very easy to wall most of the times, unless you have something that can open up the game for it. And I don't
hmm
think you do.
yeah.
Honestly,
I, I
honestly, I would drop Wochain for like any kind of hazard removal.
like that's not like yeah. I think Glim and Hatterene together are can be fine enough if if you can play it well. Like I think this team would get boosted up. Like either has a higher speed mon or just dropping Mochi and picking up like Terra Wake instead. Like putting
I
Terra under
like how
one.
we're also I like how we're also ignoring the big thing here of Terra Shuckle is hilarious.
It's 1 point. It's a 1 point Terra,
I mean,
so
yeah.
it's like a free Terra.
Uh,
That makes sense.
Also, another issue again, Kartsana also falls into the same category of Wuchian in terms of not synergizing with the team. And then there's the fact that your soul. what's it called? Sunsetter is Megazard. So this is an issue because first of all,
Rocks.
your rocks exactly.
Yeah.
You don't have a rapid spinner. You do have Glimor's a mortal spinner, but
You
that's
have
it.
3 defoggers, one of which takes 50% from
Yeah.
rocks.
Exactly. And honestly, again, if you're bringing Lando I and it's gonna be defog duty or Cartana, that's already
Like
weird, wrong.
I can see
Something's up.
Cartana running defog. Like I've had times where Cartana has been like 3 taxes. Like what do I put on it? Defog, good enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
no, it's like
Also,
Cartana
Mega
actually
Y.
has the room to run it most of the time, which
mm-hmm.
is funny.
Mega Y also falls into the issue of it. Again, as a sunsetter for a team, not for itself, it cannot run heat rock, so you're gonna have very limited sun turns to work with, and this team just really falls out. So we had a lot of sun teams. We always do end up getting a lot of sun teams, and we had one in Kanto that was really good. Like I would suggest taking a look at that team and like seeing why it was so highly ranked because it just had a lot of tools to make the sun and enable it. This team is just not varied in the move coverage also because most of these mons don't get a lot of coverage. Raging Bull gets three things. I think it's normal, dragon, electric. What was there something else?
It
Oh, yeah,
gets it
solar
gets
beam.
it
Yeah.
gets dark as well with Snarl.
Yeah, it gets Snarl.
Like
Dude? It's this PGC,
We are
guys.
counting
Are we
Snarl as
serious?
a
it,
yes, we are counting Snarl as a
I've seen
regular
it.
move.
I've seen it used.
No,
It's
we're not.
Raging
Okay.
Bolt.
Like I will say,
It's Raging Bolt.
I actually don't mind Mega Charizard Y as a sun setter like that. But
Yeah,
like
Not the only
it's
one.
fine.
I like going as a going semi sun with it. Like have some guys that
Yeah.
benefit from sun, but then not making your whole team go off of it. But Mega Charizard Y hurts really hard, so I'm on clicks
Um,
if you're not careful.
my issue is not the Megazard. Why? It's just that it being the only Sunsetter is the problem. Like, get Torkoal, get Ninetales along with it, so you have
What do
more
you
of this and lean into it.
mean?
I
And
forgot
I'm
don't
about
say
pretty sure
Vulpix.
Vulpix.
Lando I can click Sunny Day.
It
Shut
can,
up.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, let's
Looking
focus.
Raging Bolt.
Alright.
Anything you guys want to say regarding this team to finish off?
Drop
Mm,
Wochain, pick up Vulpix.
Yeah,
yeah, hit drop watch and pick up
I
Vulpix and probably wait.
you know what's worse? It actually makes the team better. Not gonna lie, it
Yeah,
actually
no,
does make the
straight
team
up.
better.
Pick up the Vulpix who craves death.
All right, let's go up to our next one, which is played actually today, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
So is
lordy.
purple. So yeah,
Mr.
this
Tongue.
team to me started off so good. Like Spectre, as much as I always say it's a fraud, I'm not gonna say it's a horrible mon. Sneasler is a good mon. Roy Moon, I think, is amazing. The speed tiers look really nice. Alomomola, yeah, it's utility. Terra, Iron Crown, the best Terra captain you could have gotten for this team. Terra Hyperia is a really cool second Terra captain. Wheezing Galar, fine. Speargle, fine. And that's when we start to get the issues. So, again, Bramble
Yeah.
Best as your rapid spinner is not the most ideal thing in the world because it is very knockoff weak. It can work. I'm not a very huge fan of the Mon, and the
Don't
jump off and
disrespect
Lickitung are
them.
absolutely useless.
You can disrespect the other two, but Bramble Go is right there. I love that guy. If you land your moves, it's a
See,
great mon.
this is unironically like the one team that needs Smeargle the most that I don't want to see Smeargle on.
Why?
Because you could have gotten some literally anything to provide more synergy than what you have. The only synergies you have on this team that I can see is Misty Surge Guizing with Sneasler
Yeah.
and Jumpluff running Hard Sunny Day with Roaring Moon.
Like the Weezing Galar is like I can see like the Misty like surge, in terrain can be nice for like Moon to not get burnt in that. But then you can't really click your dragon. You
Yeah.
can't click your dragon moves because it's half powered at that point. But if you're playing around that, I can see that working well together because then you can switch in on like Will-O-Wisp and all that stuff. So there's some cool stuff I think they can do.
Yeah, it's like they have a lot of solid mons. It's just no synergy between said solid mons.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's not a bad team. Like the other ones, I think had much more big flaws that were much harder to make work and whatnot. Like it's just I agree with Orange at the point where there are good mons here. There isn't just a lot of synergies and assortment of those regarding the team. And again, Jumpluff and Lickitung to me are just I think Lickiting's probably 1 point, just the shitter that you just picked up, whatever. But you already got a normal type in Smeargle, so I don't know why Lickitung is here. Probably get that point in the Jumpluff one and upgrade, and you could probably
Eviolite
get it.
with Eviolite, Lickitung has a considerable amount of bulk. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, but yes, I don't
As
need.
opposed to Smeargle, who is made of paper.
Well,
I think that defines the team. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's just like yeah, it's
I
got good stuff, but
I
it's not
expect to
there.
see I expect to see Alamomola flip turn into eject button Misty Surge Guizing into Sneasler.
that
That
could
is
be
all I will say.
that could be a really cool brain. But yeah,
You're not supposed to give them bad ideas for the love of God.
A
maybe
bad
brain.
idea. That is a good idea. That is Alamomola into unburdened Sneasler.
Again,
Like,
viewer disclaimer: if you're watching this, again, take it with a grain of salt. What Orange says, he is psychotic. Again,
Yeah, just
all
a
right.
bit.
So next up, we have Tomic. Tomic. I don't know. I'm sorry. I have no idea how to say that. So
behold,
yeah.
a solid team and
All right.
Shedinja.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised this team got so low because I'm not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed this team.
Yeah,
It's by far not like the most offensive, the scary team and whatnot. Because outside from immediate power output that this team doesn't have, obviously, it's actually a pretty good team. Shedinja, of course, again, meme pick, 1 pointer, whatever. We're not gonna take that into consideration. I think Mimikyu is a good mon. It can definitely do stuff. Donphin is really cool. Like maybe get some synergy with Slow Kings, um, pivoting and slow
yeah,
pivoting and more
chili.
speed. Because I
What do
think
you
we
mean? You
lack
get Terra Ice
speed.
Komodo.
I'm gonna be very
Yeah, yeah.
honest.
I
Terra
actually think
Como,
Cromwell is a good Terra
no, it's a
captain. I don't know if it
fraud.
just.
It's a
Oh, I think it's
fraud.
good. It's good.
Nah.
I just think it's just too obvious that it's either gonna
Oh shit!
do the
I just
clanging thingy.
realized
What?
this is Natdex.
Yeah, it's not.
Uh,
Yes.
Moltres gets burn up. This is funny.
Yeah,
Again,
Terrifier, burn up,
let's
great.
analyze the things that work. But yes, no, but I think Terra Mochis is decent, definitely.
Yeah,
Again, I like the team, but it just seems that it's a lot of mons that
and
are mid or just good at what they do, and
yeah,
there's nothing really all that great aside from maybe Palafin and Ogre Cornerstone, Mega Scizor. Those are like really top tier. And
yeah.
again, the lack of speed is problematic because your fastest Scarfer would be Palafin, and I don't like to see Scarf
I want to
Palace
run
Fin. I
band.
prefer Band, exactly. Or
To be
Specs,
fair,
Boomburst.
you don't particularly need much speed when you can just spam strong priority.
That as well.
Yeah,
That's why.
I still disagree because I think that even though strong priority is good, it's not going to help you in certain cases. Oh, wow, you're facing Wogerpon. Yeah, great. Spam your freaking
Well,
jet.
they also have Ogrepon Cornerstone who can just trailblaze
Yeah, but the game is
for
not
free.
just that. I have a mon and it beats this mon, and it's not like that. But like again, get a freaking 120 mon plus, please. Just make some changes here and get that. I don't know, maybe drop Terra on Moltres or Como and Shedinja and see if you can get something that's faster that can actually do something, and especially something that can give more power because your best special attacker is Moltres.
Mhm.
Moltres is not an offensive mon most of the times. It does not usually work like that. So that would be ideal. A 120 speed that can hit hard, especially.
Yeah,
I think that's it, right?
yeah, that's pretty much. You know.
Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
but your physical offense, good job. It's gonna work. Like it hurts.
Yeah. Let me move on to the
Next
next
up,
team.
we have
Yeah.
Heretic. You start us off if you want.
Uh, this team. I'm kind of surprised this seems a little bit lower from just first look. Not gonna lie, but like we can just say this. This has a lot of nice removal. Defog. Got great tusks. Like Terra Great Tusk is really cool. Like Like the top three are good. Like even Rotom Wash is very nice here. Like Hair Scissor
Yeah,
can be cool. Like those Terra is Steel Bullets. Like Bullet Punch sets are really good. But like Terra Fighting to get booster CC or just like a defensive type in is pretty nice. Like no grounded
yeah.
poison. Like your poison typing Crobat. Like it gives you speed. Like these speed tiers are good. Like this is like one of the better speed tiers like so far. Cause you go
honestly.
My only gripe with the team is Zoroark.
Yeah, I think it's not
Like
needed in this
you
scene.
could you could swap it for a grounded poison type,
yeah.
and voila.
I think I have another issue with this team, and it's just one. Like I think this team is very scary if you have to prep and play against this team. The offense is insane. It's very fast and aggressive, and I love it. It's got enough momentum to really make use of that. So I think it's just really good. My issue with this team is that if you are having a difficult matchup or you fall behind in momentum and whatever, this team cannot handle hits. This team will get eaten up. This team is not defensive at all, except for maybe Rotom Wash, Diancie, and maybe Gouging Fire.
Gouging
I mean, Tusk
Fire
can also.
Gouging Fire is
Yeah,
Gouging
pretty
and Great Tusk are both bulky.
yeah.
yeah, I know,
They're
but
both
they're not tanks. They're not the guys that they're not your slow bros, your slow kings or whatever. And you have no slow pivots outside of Scizor. So again, this team can fall heavily behind on momentum, and it can be punished for that. I think it's just such hyper offense that it becomes a hard play style to really execute and get it right. I mean, if he gets it right, he's clicking right. Congratulations. This team is going to be absolutely scary. I think it's very, very strong. Congratulations. You can set up, you can just hit hard off the bat. You're very versatile in whatever things you want to run on in terms of item. You can put scarves, bands, choice specs, you can do booster and whatever, and this team will work. But if you ever do fall behind and you ever do get pressured a bit, this team cannot handle offense back at it very well. So yeah, I think that's my only gripe with it. Any more comments, Orange?
Nope.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think it's just inconsistent defenses
Yeah.
is what's bringing it down. Otherwise,
Uh,
nice.
like I can see this doing well
They have
still.
solid screens access.
Yeah, Riddimash and like who do they have for screens
I feel
is
I feel poor Rotom is gonna be that meme where he's cooking, he's washing the dishes, he's
Oh
doing the
yeah,
laundry. Yeah,
it's that's
poor guy.
that's the
Rotom Wash
backbone.
got
It's more like
everything.
I love
yeah,
that guy, so
exactly. He is good, definitely good
mm-hmm.
mon.
Yeah,
Uh
it's not a bad mon to have to bring to every single match.
yeah,
Also,
sorry,
nice
my
choice on the Terra captains. I think those two are perfect. Those are the two best Terra captains you could have
yeah.
gotten with.
Like I think Terra Diancie could have been cool, but Diancie regulars I think fine is also good on the
Yeah,
scene.
it's like yeah, you could have moved the Terra from Tusk to Deontay and been fine.
No, I was gonna say
I,
Scizor to
I would prefer
Diancie.
Tusk.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Tusk Terra is really good. Because it allows like that allows you to be more offensive sets, or if you need that
Mm,
defensive Terra Water, or like
Yeah,
certain
especially because
true, true.
the defensive terras that Scissor wants to run, you got mons that cover it really well, so it's fine.
yeah.
All right, let's go on next to Scepter Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Round one for address, baby.
My
Yeah,
beloved, so
I did
funny.
not see this. I when I was putting in the docs, I was like, wait, what? Did we really see a Terra of round one fortress and nobody commented on it?
I
I was
didn't even
like, what the
notice.
hell?
I didn't know this happens, and I love Fortress.
Yeah,
Right?
this is something. So, I'm gonna read a few comments that I've been putting in by the other mods that they wrote down. Round one fortress is a power move.
Yeah, and you figure even getting around one Fortress, and their team actually is so scary. Just saying it. Like, look at their speed tiers and look
Yeah.
at like synergy stuff. Like T-Tar X Dragozol seems cool. Like you don't see, Dragozol used as a, you know,
I
your
think
main
this team
sandrush.
only has what the issue of synergies because I think these mons are just really weird to be put together. So, again, Tyranitar is a Sandmon and whatnot, and you have only Dracozolt to abuse that. Like, so you probably would want Dracozolt to be a Terra Captain, but do you justify that over Wogerpunt? No. I don't remember the
Yeah.
pricing if it was too much more expensive than Swallow. If not, then that was probably one way to go. And you really
Mhm.
lean into Dracozolt being really good. I like Mega Gardevoir. I think Petron's good. I think Blaziken's a decent mon. Gliscor is a good utility mon. And Fortress, I think, is actually very underrated. I think people give it too much stick
Yeah.
when it's a mon that can give you all your hazards. It can spin, it can pivot, it can body press.
Right.
I think this team is good. I just aside from Tyranitar and Dracozolt, I don't see a lot of synergies. I think it's just very odd. Like Blaziken and Woger kind of want to do the same thing most of the time. Of course, Woger can lean into that more supportive set, but like
Mhm.
that's a
Yeah.
waste. Don't do that.
I mean,
And it has
Pet,
good individual mons.
Petch, Mega Guard, and Titar actually synergize pretty well with each other defensively.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
look at this hazard. You can hazard stack because Petron with Fortress and Gliscor, two mons that can run all three hazards, like, are kind of stupid. It's
Yeah.
gives you another mode. You get the hazard stack into that, sand core could go hard or Wogerpon. Just Wogerpon clicks
And
button.
then you have Mega Guardy to just punch holes and
Yeah.
stuff.
And like Blaziken has been underrated. Like people have been sleeping on it. That mon is still strong. Like there's Life Orb
Oh yeah,
like
definitely.
stats just hit. Like I've done lead Blaziken and just started clicking buttons. It's
Just be careful when facing Ogrepon Cornerstone because Ivy Cudgel will just go off and have its way with you.
yeah.
Or if people going Terra Rock into a setup mon, it can actually just really work really well into this. I think Swellow is a bit underrated. I actually think it's really cool to see a Terra Captain Swellow. Again, not your ideal fastest mon because it is not really that threatening of a mon.
Yeah.
It's a matchup mon. But
Yeah.
otherwise, yeah, I think this team is solid. I just think it has a few weird, clunky things along with it, and a few adjustments here and there. It could be a very good, strong team.
It's also just aura.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
This is that type of team where you look at all the mons; they're all colorful and they're all like, "Oh yeah, I hit hard. You fear me," and you're just like, "Yeah, this guy's scary."
Every mon here I would either like to use or I have used. So
Basically,
Never
basically.
before would I click Laser Focus Hyper Beam Mega Gardevoir.
Again, guys, remember what I said about orange. So let us
yeah.
continue.
Yeah, let's move
We
on
get a whole
to
26
Next up, we have deck final. So deck was off to a really good
War
start.
Crimes.
Yeah, because of Latias. I didn't even see the game. I just input the data and I was just like, oh wow, Latias got 6 kills. Cool. So yeah, again, people are understanding why Tapu Koko is a strong mon in freaking Natex because it can be a very good enabler and gives you a very good
yeah.
spear tier. So good job. You went and got two good mons that can really abuse it. Because we haven't actually seen any teams with Iron Bundle and Iron Hands using the terrain, and that's pretty cool because Iron Bundle, if it's hitting those hydro pumps and just overall with that speed that it has and that
Yeah.
high special attack, this mon can be such a nightmare to prep for. Terra Iron Hands is still a goat mon. Crook is really good, and I love Terra Hoop Unbound. I've seen people do so much with this mon, and I really enjoy it. Now, what I don't like about this team is this end here. So I think Toxapex kind of weighs down the team. I know you needed a Pokemon, and it is good. It's a grounded poison, it's your toxic spikers, but I think it just makes you lose so much rhythm in this team that can actually really output a lot of damage, and
This
it's
team's
not benefiting
offensive as
from the
we
terrain. Yeah.
and
And Furfro,
this
I
is
don't know what
Exist.
Furfro does. It exists. It's cute, I guess.
it is
It can
cute,
pivot.
it's just a dog. I don't know what you want from it.
Yeah. Like Skarmory, I really like Skarmory. I think
Yeah.
Skarmory is underrated. It's not an expensive steel type that can actually do a lot of things. So I guess it's good. I guess maybe just have a bit like trade one or two mons there to make this team have make more sense. Glue it better together, and it could really be really good. Plus, Latias having Healy Wish into Iron Hands, go 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 go.
Not Healing Wish into
Yeah.
Furfuru? Coward.
That's funny. Like,
I
uh,
I think I will skip out on
yeah.
that.
Another thing with bundle is you can be choice specs with getting that booster speed still, and you still outspeed everything while also clicking big funny buttons. Which is another thing I noticed. Nothing
Yeah,
big, but
I'll
it's
read
cool.
also another of the comments. Top six fuel and offensive playstyles. Carmpex anti synergy. That's still needed because of the five fairy weak mons. So yeah, again, I understand why Tox is here, but like maybe we could ship it out into two mons, like take out Toxapex and Furfro and bring in two mons that can fill those roles and be more useful to the team in general. Because yeah, that fairy weakness is pretty
Yeah.
annoying, and Toxapex of course can take those all day, but
There's no
again,
spinner. I just realized
yeah,
they have defoggers, but there's no spinner.
yeah,
Imagine
yeah,
like
that would be good to get
Tentacruel.
a spinner.
Imagine like Tentacruel on this team. I think it'd be great.
Yes, yeah, I think Tentacruel would be
Yeah,
much better, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Did Tentacle get drafted?
I
I
think
think it did.
so. I think
Yeah.
Tentacruel got drafted by another team.
It,
Yeah.
it probably
Trade
did.
for him. Trade
It
for him.
it probably did. I just noticed this. Like it would have been fire on this team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
it
think
would have
that's it.
been water poison. You fool.
Any last comments?
I think we talked about pretty much everything with it. It's very straightforward of a team, which is
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's also a thing. This is not a hard team to pilot. It's just like I know what I need to do. I know what each mon is very defined in the roles they're going to be taking in this team,
You know your
and you just go
icons.
forward. And you still have that like versatility and that little thing that you can catch people off guard because you look at the team, you're expecting Bundle, Iron Hands, Crook, Hoopa to just come at you, and then all of a sudden you're getting swept by
Hmm.
Latias. So yeah, that
But
happens.
I just realized electric
Behold,
seed, like Hoop
E-Terrain and
Unbound.
friends.
Yeah, like Hoop Unbound with like electric seed to get a
Mm.
defense boost to help out with that defensive side. Ooh, that sounds nasty.
And then Magician to go
And
do
then
the
you get
Yoinky
to steal,
Swanky
you get to
is
steal another.
hilarious.
That is that's
That is,
like
that is actually funny.
that seems
Would be
fire.
really funny if I just accidentally stole this choice band from you.
Yeah, deck
Yeah,
It
final, do
started
that, please.
hyperspace
We
holding
want
your
to
ass.
see this. We want to see this so bad. Do it.
we cooked for you. Yeah,
Yeah, it'll get heat of the week.
Indeed.
yeah.
All right, let's go to G4s.
Force.
One of my apprentices.
Another team.
I love the Terra captains on this team initially. I think they're amazing.
There were
So
scary
good. So
tears.
good. Mhm. I mean, in general, this team is really nice. I like it. Like Iron Threads with Torrent I think is just really cool. They
Yeah.
function really well. Screamtail is just that good slap on mon, be defensive guy for me. Thank you. Keldeo, amazing Terra Captain. This mon is absolutely amazing. I think Celebi for 7 points is actually a very good mon. Houndstone is a good mon. Kilo is still a decent mon, and you still have that 121 Torrent, so it's not like you're rely on Kilo to always just be the fastest thing because you still have a fast mon behind it.
Yeah.
The speed tiers look nice for the most part, and it's just
Yeah.
good. I like the team. I mean, I definitely would make some changes to make it a bit more coherent. Like Beware again.
Better
Why?
pivots, maybe? Beware's fine. Like
Yeah,
it's
Beaver's
I
fun.
mean, it's not really giving anything for this team.
it's a
But
normal type
this
that
team
helps, but you know.
Yeah, this team, aside from Zard X, lacks physical immediate offense again. And yeah, there's Beware there, but I am not considering Beware really that reliable thing for you. It's very inconsistent, and it's not probably even going to be brought out to a match because it's not a great mon in general. So
It's
Also,
maybe
been a
that,
while. Mm-hmm.
you have only two solid removers for hazards and a
Mm.
Mega Charizard, which might or might not be an
Yeah.
issue since that is their only hard
Yeah.
physical attacker out the
Yeah.
get-go.
You have
I
spin and
mean,
then you have defog, torn. So
I trust
Yeah.
Iron Threads as a spinner so well, especially with knockoff. I think
yeah, I believe in them.
it's just good. Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fine.
I'm not saying they have nothing, I'm just saying maybe one more instead of Beware would be fine.
I think this team maybe you could switch a little bit of the defense because it's very defensive because Houndstone without sand thing is most likely going to be fluffy and supportive, and Celebi is more supportive. Overquill you can set up, but again it's usually more supportive. Tankmon, Screamtail, Iron Threads. So maybe get a little bit more physical offense for this team. I think would be maybe the way to go. But otherwise, I think it's just a really solid team, and I think it has good versatility to be able to play and just do well. Any more things you guys want to say?
No.
Not
Are
really.
you, you're
Thanks.
no?
No.
Also, somebody said not running Terra on Kilo is a crime. That's a joke. Don't kill me, Habani.
How many times have
Fuck you.
I've seen so many I've seen so many non-Terra kilos in all the
Okay,
divisions.
all the mods commented no Terra Kilo.
That hey,
Hashtag joke.
I didn't comment it, but I also didn't even vote on this one. You don't need to.
My God.
Would you have
Anyhow,
perhaps commented it if you voted?
no, I wouldn't. I voted, but I didn't commentate because I was gonna do the PRs. But yeah, a good team overall. Good. Maybe one or two adjustments here there. Again, a lot of potential to just do a lot, but maybe have a bit more urgency in offense. But yeah, let's
Yep.
go on to the next one, and it's his rival,
Yeah.
Vero, my other apprentice. Ha ha ha, my boys. This team is weird.
It's weird. Like I mean,
It's weird good.
Weird
It's
in a
it's good
good way.
weird. It's
it's
good weird.
weird. I
Yeah.
mean, you have so many like Tropicos. It's a great spinner. Like you're getting your spin off. It's your only spinner, but it's also a good spinner. Like you don't.
Yeah,
Terra
you don't
Boulder
need
is
anything.
Terra Boulder is a crazy mon. Like if you haven't used Terra Boulder, you run in booster speed with SD, and then you can just win games with
You
enough
just
chip.
punch a hole through everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like it's also kind. You could use it as like an anti. Like if you go against that electric train team from earlier, you have a quick drive mod that boosts from it, and you'd be like, you know what? Let me get my booster speed, but be choice band instead, and just start clicking. Like it could be a crazy
Right.
idea. But then you also have the Kirim and Slowking. It's just a good combo.
Yeah.
Like
Solid.
Mega,
Mega Gary
it's
or solid just
it's fine.
revenging maybe.
Yeah, like the DD's like it's fine. Like it's
I mean, you can also just get a boost off Moxie off regular Gary
yeah,
and then Mold Breaker sweep.
or
I think
intimidate into DD
setup.
as well.
This team
Yeah.
defines setup sweeping. Period.
Yeah,
Like
center
that's first of
shot.
all. I like Rotom Heat here because it's a screener, and with all the amazing setup offense that you have, having slow pivots and having a screener is good. So you do have both of those check nice. But there are some. I think like my issue with this team is that it's very straightforward in how it plays, and you don't have a lot of room for versatility in that sense. Because first of all,
Mm,
the hazard game of this team is bad. One of the mons commented that, and I agree with it. The hazard game is bad.
yeah,
It is.
the hazard
So you
is
don't
What do
have
you
that option.
mean?
You don't have that
Terapagos is
option.
totally a reliable stealth rock setter. Yes, yes.
it
Sure,
is
he is,
it is just
and
you
I
don't
am as black as Barack Obama. Anyhow, um, so yeah, definitely. So he is. I think like again, really good mons, but there
I
is
just
that issue of no hazard pressure.
I just
You
think getting to
have
the
a
bottom here.
very. This is the first team that I've ever seen in my life that doesn't have knockoff, and I think that's just so weird because that
I,
is such a spammable good
that's
move.
so funny. There's
And
I would
no dark. There's no knockoff
yeah,
CCR on this
I think you
team.
need to have that. And the pivoting could be better because your pivots are all coming from the lower tier mons in Flamingo, Glow King, Rotom, Dashbon, and
the first off,
Yeah,
yeah,
with Dashbun, it's ass here because no
you're
baton pass if you're running well baked body. So
you
you
yeah.
can't even wish past that.
like you could you just have to if you click baton pass and then get the +2 boost, it's still valid. You just can't click it if
Another
you get it. So
Another mod also commented on how much Draco is just very
spammed.
free into the team, and that is true because Dashbun is not coming every week, and if it does, that is a problem already in
Yeah,
itself. Because I don't think it's a bad mod, but I think it has to be in the right team to really be useful and all that.
and
Like it has
Glug
good Terra
King.
captains, good synergies. But yeah, I think Dashbun, I think Doug Trio is for a 1 point. Sure, it's good for a 1 point, but I mean
You
maybe we
probably
can
change that
upgrade that and get
bottom
something
tier.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
But
Yep.
I do like the Kyurem in Glow King synergy. I really love that one for
yeah,
sure. And Terra Sinistra is annoying as hell.
Terra Sinistra is a nightmare.
yeah. That
I
mod.
agree.
To be fair, and in MCA, we've seen how a Sinistra made me lose my mind. I click
Yeah, no,
I click
it
Toss
is a
for
very
you.
it is very problematic to deal with.
I
If you're
remember my
unlucky.
first ever draft league having Terra Sinistra and Terra Iron Hands with Coco and just blowing holes through shit. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
And what's also cool is like you don't need to solely rely on setup because like Kyurem can still run choice specs and hit really hard or choice band, and same goes for Iron Boulder or in Gear Mega Guard, which just does a lot of damage initially.
Yeah.
Flamingo can also run that, so yeah, you have options, but it's very straightforward offense in my opinion. And we could like maybe fix a few of this, like maybe packaging away this trio at the bottom here
Yeah.
into getting
Probably
things that
pick up.
help out the team more.
Yeah,
That would be probably a better idea.
you probably like drop three, pick up two, like a good quality mon, and then like another 1 pointer or
That's
something.
more useful. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to Rizu.
Rizu.
So Rizu had a Cinderella story in the fact that he had a very rough first season with us, but came back in off season and did really, really well. So I'm very excited to see Rizu up here as one of the better teams that people really liked. So the initial problem is speed, right? Um, Speed is a very big issue for this team. It is very bundled up in between the 90s and 80s, and your top speed is 110, 110 months. So that's an issue, right? First and foremost. Second off, a lot of physical offense again, aside from Hydreigon. Nihilego is also very good offensively, but sometimes it's going to be a more supportive Hazard Mon, so there is that issue. And Rotomo most likely is not running offensive too, so there is those issues in terms of Hydreigon is going to be very reliant to carry that offense. But otherwise, I really do like a lot of these mons. Like up to here, I like the mons. I just don't know how well they'll mash up together, I guess.
Yeah. Like I like the mons drafted. I all like them. I do like each one of them. Just there's no spinner, but you have a lot of defog, which is also. I guess
Mhm.
your hazards as well. Like you have what, three rockers, and two of them you don't really want to click rocks with, aka Hydreigon X Mamo. I seem to like go be fine clicking rocks. It's an interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like the defensive core, especially. I think Tapu Fini with Corviknight is going to be really cool to see, honestly.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
Rotomo, I think is just a really good piece. I'm a very big fan of all Rotoms except Fridge. Everybody knows that. I think they are amazing mons.
I'm sorry. You like
Oh, there you
fan
go.
over fridge.
Yes.
I think both are.
Yes.
I like them both equally. They have some funny stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I like them both equally. It's
Bo
just
is my go. That guy won me,
But focus, focus,
Monte.
focus,
Hey,
focus. Yeah,
oh yeah.
I highly respect ogre pawns in general. I think all of them are fantastic. Mega Gallade, everybody knows my opinion on it. I think it is broken. I think it is very, very strong. But yeah, I think like maybe the only thing I would say is get a faster mon. Like this is the big issue this team has, and
yeah,
un
that 110.
unscramble this a bit because this is like really, really uh this is bad. This is
And you
way
have like
too.
one guy that can like reliably run Scarf. Like Rotom can run it, but it's a High Dragon. It's Scarf High Dragon pretty much every week. That's your Scarfer, which isn't that hard
Yeah,
to outscarf if you really need to.
I
nothing.
just wish that they had Terran Hydra.
I think that would have been better too. Terra High Dragon's so
I
cool.
don't hate the Terra Captains, but yeah, I agree. I think we could have
Hydra over
maybe
Lopix would have been so much better.
I
Mm-hmm.
think I would probably ship out low kicks, change the Terra to Hydreigon, and get a fast mon. Think I would do that probably.
But they probably aren't
Somebody
going
also
to. So
also said that the Terra Captains are a bit underwhelming and things like this, but it's mostly that. It's just like the speed is gonna be annoying for you, and you also don't have a lot to stop that speed aside from Thunder Wave spam.
yeah.
It's very effective against Habani, but unfortunately, you guys don't face me every week, so yeah.
What do you mean? I face you every week in mocks, you fool.
You
you
face me
know,
actually in every freaking league. I have to face you
yeah.
one time a month. Fuck you.
I
When and
Um,
where?
We probably can move on, right? Like,
yeah,
I guess
let's
no
go to Caltech.
out.
I
Yeah.
like this team. I think he actually may change. Yeah, he dropped it. This is the problem. This fool dropped the Heat Trend today.
Did it?
He
Wow.
was pissed at it
Oh,
because Heat Trend failed him. I never agree with dropping Heat Trend. I think the defensive profile this one brings is
That's
so
so
good, but
good.
sure.
yeah.
Men, and I think this one Salamence needs to be a Terra captain, so that's my issue with it.
I think it's
And yeah,
fine.
What are you
Not
telling me?
good.
The Lenoon doesn't need to be a Terra Cap? You
W-
fool!
did you
Yeah.
watch the match today? Linoon deserves that. Linoon is a go.
Right?
Period.
Yeah, normal with like extreme speed is kind of fire. I didn't
You know,
watch
what
the
he
match,
needs
but
is access to a third Terra Captain.
Yeah, also, this is a shout out. I hope everybody else is watching this, not just Caltech, about his section. Um, Combat Breed. Why did this guy get Terrazarud round 5? Can somebody please
that's
explain
fun.
this to me?
That's funny as can be.
I kind of want to understand what is going
Also,
on.
also, just get rid of Regieleki. Pick up
Yeah,
Rotom of any variety.
you'd
Like
be left with
it's
four
their spinner.
defoggers, but that's kind of
That's
sad, yeah.
that's their only spinner. Which are
That's their only spinner, and
mhm.
that's its only job.
Like I don't
If
know
you want
what
a strong electric type with removal, grab Rotom Fan.
what was the transaction? Like I didn't look at it.
We dropped Heatran and let me check because we
I was
usually don't commentate on transactions, but
yeah.
dropping Heatran and Zarude for Celesteela in Cinderace and add Terra to Greninja.
I'm
Caltech, what the
sorry.
fuck?
What?
What do we? God, I
I do not agree with these,
I
but okay.
no.
see. This is why we
These
sometimes gotta
were,
go look at trades to figure
You
out.
know
you
what's
know, this is
insane? You
why
know what's
some
insane?
people don't
Slowbro.
need free will.
Slowbro is so good into the Terrazarude. It's actually insane.
Yeah,
These
Yeah.
two work really well together.
It's tell
And then you had this Steel Fairy Dragon Core that's really good. And you in speed tier
Don't
wise,
forget
like,
Fire, Water, Grass.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
mhm.
But I'm not considering Zarude much of a grass because it's gonna Terra 100% of the time. It should at least.
I mean, Lightning's right there.
And you probably needed a speed tier in between 100 and 122, like a 110, I think, because this gap is very big. But yeah, so I don't agree with these transactions because I also think Terra Greninja is a bit underwhelming, but it is what it is. I think that, in my opinion, it brings the team down a bit. But playstyles can go a long way. Maybe this wasn't his vibe of a team. Um, and I guess that's
Let's go
fine.
Terra, Brody, and Gren.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. And yeah, let me see about Carbine commented, I'm about to lose. He was correct. Um and then there's also another Cal, my boy. There are actual Pokemon, and then there's Regieleki. If you want an electric type with good special attack, has a removal, every single variation of Rotom exists. It's Natex. They get default. So yeah, those are basically the more, and a lot of people commenting on the round 5 Terra's a route for him to just drop it right
That's
after
so
we mentioned
funny
this.
that maybe
Yeah.
talk so highly on it and it's gone immediately.
I'm sorry. I'm
Right?
forced bringing this team down. Like, this team has good things and whatnot, sure, but I think the transactions do bring it down a bit
Yeah,
because yeah.
Yeah.
silly.
Cal, what have you done, my boy?
That's so
No.
funny.
Yeah.
But
All
we
right,
gotta
let's
move
move on.
on.
Let's move
Yeah,
on after that. Let's just continue. Let's go to
Yeah.
So this is Ty's team.
it,
X Forge Enterprises coach.
it's a rain team. What?
Yeah. And again,
Meowscarada.
I'm very surprised in general that I've actually been seeing weather teams that I like this year, and
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty rare because I really hate that. First of all, because why is this? What is this round 8? Dude got Terra Urshi Rapid. Um,
Why did Hershey make it that far?
mm,
Why did
Yeah,
Hershey
it's
go after him on top?
it's insane.
that's
Like,
funny.
this is really good that you built your rain core and you got everything
Mm-hmm.
you wanted, and then at the end you're just like
You're like, I got him.
scrolling through thing. You're like, oh wait, I got Urshi Food
Yeah.
Rapid. He's sitting here,
I'm like,
and you just snap it up. So
you
yeah.
know, I do like the first two. Meowscarada Arch.
Mhm.
I've been using it. I've
They
been
work
using
great
Terra Arch. They work so nicely together.
so
You
nicely.
you
They
I
turn into
agree.
do.
Arch, you could maybe get switch it into a U turn. You get stamina boost. Oh no, your +1 defense boost. That one is
No, I
scary,
think
and
I
you run
think they
AV
work
on
well
Bonus
it so
points if
together.
you
much.
bring Clear Amulet.
Yeah. Pelipper, the best range setter, good. Mega Swampert is a beast. It can win games on its own in the rain. Zapdos is just such. I've always say this: top three Glumons, and then you put it in a rain team, and all of a sudden you unlock Zapdos' full
You get
potential
to
for it
click
to just
Hurricane,
wreak
and you get to
havoc.
click Weather Ball. You get to click
You get to go
Thunder.
offensive. It's amazing. It is really good. Florges
Yeah.
is there just to be your bulky fairy, fine enough. Quillfish Hisui just gives you your hazards, which is
It's a
fine. I
swift
mean,
swimmer.
Hear me out here.
It's
Hear
swift.
me out here. Swift Swim Destiny Bond.
I've seen
see,
that.
this is why I don't give you the mic. Um,
No, Habana, I've seen it. I've
But
seen
I
that.
bought my own.
That's funny. But yeah, but SD's Swift Swim Quillfish is actually real as well. Like it can actually do some stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen it like pop off and matches.
it can, but like it's so situational. It's very rare, so I don't count that much. I think like the only thing I would change in this team is leave him on top out of here. I know it's your spinner, and you definitely need to have a spinner, but you got
But
Urshi
also
as the
you have
fighting type, and it's not giving you anything but spin, and you're lacking that 110 base speed, and
I
you
mean,
need
Yeah,
in
that.
all
You really
honesty,
need
you
that.
also have Zapdos with Defog, Pelipper with Defog, and Florges with Defog. You
yeah.
might have enough removal, I think.
And this team
Yeah.
isn't really collecting hazards anyways.
No,
Your
yeah,
rain.
it's not its focus.
You just want to offense.
Yeah,
Which
it's ship Hitmontop out for something that is in the 110 base speed and continues to synergize with this team.
hmm,
And voila, you got like a really, really good rain team that I actually expect can do really well.
I
And
like the
that,
rain team.
again, it is very rare
Let's
for me
talk.
to say that about a rain team.
Yeah,
Anything else?
I don't have anything else to say. It's just a really cool rain team.
Yeah. Also, I'll get another comment. Meow on rain is really smart. Team functions well outside of rain too. Removal is a tad sus, but again, I
Yeah.
think you can still get away with it. But yeah, I think that's basically it. It's just probably gonna
Yeah.
limit a heavy duty boots now and then to
Yeah.
Zapdos or Pelipper, but it's fine.
But they're also right about they don't have to run the rain because Masquerada, Arch, Zapdos, and Urshifu all four work well together out of rain. That's a
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Quillfish too. Yeah,
Even like regular Swampert, you don't need the rain.
with
Like it likes
Gorgeous.
it.
Yeah.
It's bulk.
Hmm.
Round 1, Terra Urshi Dark is hilarious.
The
Yeah,
next
let's go to
one.
Also,
Nightingale. Mm,
round 8, Ting Lu here.
Once again, you guys don't let me get Team Loot any other day. These guys'
it's
skin
very
is so
questionable down
like
here. Yeah, it's very questionable. I am usually not a very big fan of Excadrill outside of Sand, but again, it can still work. It is still a good rapid spinner. It is still a good Mon in general. So yeah, it's fine. I love Urshi with Latios. Why? Because I think those two just combine themselves to be a great Scarf bar specs band duel and can output a lot of damage and put pressure on. Primarina and Vino as your backcore with Tinglu is really nice, I think. And Terra Jotian again. If you draft Jotian, get a Terra. It is
yeah,
actually a good mon.
it's fire. I'm a pick.
My problem with this team is pivoting. It is not pivoting well.
Yeah,
That is a big problem.
what is it? 2 flip turns, 1 U-turn
Yeah.
there, and a 1 flip turn.
0 U-turn. No, 1 U-turn. My bad, my bad.
Urshifu.
I forgot Urshifu gets it. Yep.
Wait a minute, but it doesn't show on. I guess it might just not show on
Yeah,
the
it's not
doc.
showing, but it's
It
either way, it's
it
still
has
not
it.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
It
not
has
enough.
it.
I
I
would
play
get a lot of
VGC
more.
enough. Yeah.
I would ship out Haunter to bring something that gives more
Yeah.
to this team, honestly, especially because that speed tier Haunter is holding on to is not really doing anything
Yeah.
for
You
you.
have 2
Sure, you got
mons.
you. I understand that you have a really good hazard game, so I get it. You want a ghost, sure, but maybe we can probably switch it out for something else. And you already got a really good spinner in Excadrill, so maybe Avalugg is not needed here. So maybe ship those two out for a better Mon that can fill the speed tiers better also, and just give you more offense in general. Because I think with Tinglu, Megavino, Prim, you're fine,
Mhm.
and even your attackers actually can take a hit. Like Gladios actually can take a hit pretty well. Um, And yeah, so I would just do that. But I think this is just a very scary team. Just get more momentum, and you're fine with it.
Yeah, just pretty much. And also, Extra is cool as an anti-sand guy for later, anyways.
I love. I'm gonna read out some comments because I just love these comments from the mods. How the fuck Tinglu made it to round 8 baffles me. This team is disgustingly fast and resilient. Alongside the offense and support to back it up. Easily top 3. Real nice balance between offense and defense. Impossible to switch into the Terra Captains. Good speed and good removal. Agreed. I admit there is a chance I'm underrating this, but I honestly am not too sure how I feel about the team. Maybe it's actually the best team in the draft, and I'm just blind or tired. But outside the top 2, I don't find this team that scary. So maybe this person doesn't see that this team is just that scary. But then there is I love the Shifu Latios Prim combo. And I agree. It is a messy team, but I think you're maybe also like Arcanine Hisui could be shipped out. I also think this is not a necessary mon in this team. Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
not that I'm not a fan of the mon. I just don't feel it's I think
that's
you could get something better for the team also.
yeah,
It's not weighing it down, but like maybe
yeah.
it's preventing it from going to number 1.
Hey, you could ship it, Haunter, and Avalug and pick up, like, oh, I don't know, the Heatran that just got dropped.
Yeah. That is true. That is actually really true.
That's not wrong.
Now let's go to the number 1
One.
pick and let's finish this. Now people are gonna call us
Riri!
biased. People are just gonna say no because she's the mascot and whatnot. Yeah,
Oh,
guys, let me tell you guys something. Riri is the last person that actually wants to be ranked number 1. She gets actually very pissed when people think she's good or that we cheer for her. So this actually
uh,
goes against what she wants and what she likes. Are we doing
yeah.
it to piss her off? No,
No, like,
maybe,
Are we doing it
but yeah.
anyways?
but
Yes.
you see that
No,
Iron
this
Moth? You see where that
can,
Iron
can
Moth lies at?
You see that Iron
yeah.
Moth and Enamorous?
Can I just ask this? Why is this team number 1? Okay, what team is switching into Goldango, NM Incarnate Terra, Iron Moth Terra, Hammerot, and Megalopony?
Yeah, that'd
Take a
be.
quick sec.
Why do you say
Yeah,
Megalopenny last? I feel like that's the guy
Uh,
that's scary.
that's a cherry
oops,
on top.
all unaware Pokemon. That's what's switching in here.
Ah,
Yes,
choice
yes.
specs. Choice
Yeah,
specs
exactly.
exists. I don't care.
The amount of
That's right.
versatility you have on this offense in being able to scarf specs, band, or use other items, you get really good
Also, look
attacking
at
mon that can go
Utrin.
defensive
That
with
that
Goldango.
just
You have momentum everywhere you go. You have the Pokemons that are good.
Yeah.
I think Bellyboat is underrated. Gligar is a good Glumon. Tarina is a decent mon. We've seen what it can do. And then, yeah, I mean,
you have some
Murkrow
funny
is
bullshittery.
useful. Yeah, just Jinx.
Yeah,
I mean, Jinx sucks,
It's just
but that's
there.
again, it's a
but
shitter, one
also,
point, whatever.
yeah, it's like,
It
oh
just,
no, Jinx exists.
yeah, it's
So,
just it
anyways,
just like it doesn't like punish like it's just there. It's probably well you say one pointer. It's like with the rest of our team,
Yeah,
every mon can come to every week, and it's very offensively crazy. And you have one spinner, which is Serena, which is fine. You have
if she
default
was
with
able to get
Gligar, crazy.
a regen mon in this team, this everybody was screwed.
Yeah,
It's just a really strong offense with a good balance of defense and pivoting. And sure, Gligar is your only rocker, but it is a good rocker
man,
still.
it's a
And you have other ways to set up the other hazards nicely most of the time. So yeah, I like this team. Period. I just think it's a really good team, and
yeah,
this
and
is the
if
type
they
of team I would like to use. It can get going right off the bat. It can just hit you hard and keep you on your toes all the time.
really feel they need hazards, they could just drop Jinx for like Glimmet.
Yeah, again, or maybe upgrade Murkrow and Jinx into a better pick, especially a faster mon in that 120. And I think that's basically it.
yeah.
Any last comments?
No,
Nah.
like this first overall, the number one pick from the mods and all that. I think
Yeah,
this is very deserving because it's a crazy team. And how do you guys let this happen?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
this is on
you
you,
know.
not on us.
All right, guys. So that is combat PRs from us. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, Understand this is just our opinion. You guys can shut us up. Feel free to do it. I actually love it, and it happens a lot. So you guys can all freaking sweep Riri, and it will be good. Okay. So have a great week, everybody. And again, if you need any help, you guys want to talk to us about it, feel free to ping us or just DM us directly. We are always open to just helping out and giving our opinion, explaining things better and more in detail, if that is what you need. Okay. So I'm Habani. I'm signing out. Dragon.
Me dragon, goodbye,
Orange.
If if you want the worst sets imaginable to the human mind, talk to me. I got you.
That's not a threat. That's a promise. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.